Hi everyone, it's me Diamond again, and I'm saying again, like I've seen you guys for a while. I haven't done a vlog. I'm so Hi Diamond. I'm in Jesus, really? Ugh. Hi everyone, this is Diamond here. Um, I've been meaning to do a vlog for a little while now, and I've been fiddling with this idea of just coming on here and just spilling out my thoughts for the day and just kind of let you guys see a little bit more into my head and get a little bit more personal with you. I mentioned that I wanted to do this a while back, and so this is me sticking to what I said I wanted to do, and that's kind of what I wanted to talk about today. Is that just this week has been all about saying yes for me. It didn't start out that way. It wasn't intentional, but I just noticed that a lot of the things that I've been doing have just been me just saying, you know what, why not? Just let's do it. There's a difference between having ideas in your head and actually putting those ideas into play. And that's the biggest difference with what I'm doing right now, is that I have had millions and trillions of ideas that I've just been like, yeah, I really want to do that. That would be great. And then I just let it sit there. So I had the idea about making ohm earrings and making like ohm pendants and things like that. And so instead of letting it sit in my head, I got up off my butt and I went to the craft store and I got a whole bunch of clay, and it was on sale that day. I mean, it happened to be on sale for like half off for all the little blocks. I mean, how perfect. And I've been experimenting with making things like these, and I made a couple of bigger ones as well, and I'm working on it so that I can eventually put them in my shop. There's no reason that we should not experience our lives. I'm reading this book right now, and she says something along the lines of people who live safely, people who live safe and people who do crazy things both have a 100% death rate. And I couldn't agree more. I'm finding that when I own up to what I want to do, when I own up to who I am, the universe welcomes that. The universe aids me in who I say that I am. I found that once I started saying yes, and once I started just standing by what I believe in and who I am and who I want to be, my creativity came back like almost instantly. I mean, I've been really stuck. It's kind of a reason why I haven't been writing as much, but I've been really stuck in this place where I couldn't create. And once I opened up and once I said yes to that, I've just been writing down so many different things. And I noticed that since I've added on to that, and since I've owned all that I am, opportunities have been coming out of the woodwork for me. People have been contacting me about things. My creativity has just flourished a lot, and I'm not saying it's always going to be happily ever after and everything's going to be great, but it's still, I breathe so much easier now that I own up to what I want to be and who I am right now. There's nothing wrong with living and owning up to your truth, and there's nothing, and we are uncomfortable with saying that we do amazing things. I mean, I know I'm not alone in this to say that I make people's lives better with my jewelry. I mean, we're very modest when it comes to ourselves, but I think it's good to boast our own, to ruffle our own feathers a little bit, to toot our own horns a little bit, to be proud, most importantly, to be proud of what we do and who we are. I am proud of my jewelry, and I don't mention it because I feel like, well, people don't want to hear about it, or maybe it's not that great, and I bring my self-worth down when I shouldn't do that at all. So that's what this has made for me. I've opened myself up to a lot more creativity, a lot more opportunity. I have so many projects that I'm going to begin. So that is where I am this week. I am just in a space of saying yes and experimenting with saying yes and being open to possibilities and not letting the what ifs get in the way, and taking a little bit of risk and being the wild woman that I know that I am. I made a vow that this year would be more about stepping out into uncertainty and stepping out into that crazy, vast, open space that I have not went into. There's a lot of opportunity out there, and staying here, there's nothing, there's simpleness here, there's stuff that I know here, and it's not, but opening up to uncertainty, opening up to the possibility of anything happening, leave space for good to happen and bad to happen, but mostly good to happen, mostly to expand, mostly to increase and get bigger, and to follow dreams, and to realize that I am more than I even thought I was. And the same goes to you too. When you step out into that open area where you don't know what's going to happen, chances are is that you can expand yourself. You will exceed your expectations, because when you step out into that open space, there's no way, there is no stopping point. You don't have to stop. You can get bigger and bigger, and you can glow brighter and brighter, and just be the authentic you. And I don't think we even realize who our authentic selves are, because we are just beautiful and big and bright, and we are the entire universe. And that's kind of hard for us to, cope with or think about. So yeah, that's my week. My week has been all about saying yes, and actually putting ideas into practice, and actually setting deadlines for myself, and owning who I am and who I want to be, and owning my wild, crazy self. And tell me how your week has been. What have you been thinking about? What lessons have you learned this week? Let's have a conversation. Bye.